This is the Michelle Swinnick 2.0 show, and today's 2.0 spotlight is on John Wright, host of the Two Doves, Bees, and Gardens.
Hey.
So, John, hey, look at you, John, looking all pretty today. So, can you tell us a little about you and your show?
Absolutely. We are to the point where we have decided. Have you ever dreamed of your thriving garden that's buzzing with bees? And that's kind of what we're about here in North Texas. That dream can feel a little challenging. Me, along with my wife Sarah, who you will see on our channel all the time, from Two Doves, Bees, and Gardens, we understand that it can be challenging. It's hot and it's not so fun to be out there a lot of times. We're navigating the heat and the drought and unique soil conditions, which we have many of here in Texas, all while sharing our journey with you on our show. We're building community, which is really important to us. And we'd like to see that community support each other and help each other succeed. We cover organic gardening, beekeeping tips, and the importance of creating a thriving ecosystem in your own backyard. And we hope you'll join us along with everyone else in that journey.
Well, that's a good teaser. So now let's do a little deeper dive into you, your wife, and the show, so the audience can get to know you.
Sure. Sarah and I have been married for 40 years. I know I don't look that old. We have a passion for bees and gardening, and it led us to create what we have now with Two Doves, Bees, and Gardens. And that's a whole story how we came up with that name. We live in North Texas, and it's a region known for extreme weather. We've had hail that big before, and scorching summers, unpredictable winters, and a challenging growing season. We have a pretty long growing season here. The challenges initially seemed daunting for us because we have basically a field of Bermuda grass and weeds, and we talk about how we turn all that into a garden. Our small garden, is even expanding, even as we talk about now. It's going to be, and when it's done, about a half an acre. We discovered a love for figs, and I talk about those pretty frequently on our show. I have 24 in-ground figs right now, and altogether I have about 100 different varieties. And altogether, I probably have about 200 trees right now, just in fig trees. Wow. We've faced many obstacles, including the Bermuda grass and bindweed, all kinds of weeds that are out there. And we can overcome a lot of that. We still have a lot of weeds that we have to deal with, but we're working on them. We experiment with all kinds of permaculture ideas, and we like to share what we come up with, what works and what may not work quite as well as we thought. We do a lot of rainwater harvesting. We have right now about 1,500 gallons that we collect of rainwater, and we use that to water our garden. And we found out that it lasts on a hot summer about 3 weeks. This year it lasted about 4, almost 5 weeks. And that's kind of the big stuff. We also want to create a space where we can have fellow gardeners and beekeepers and people that just want to visit the garden. We want to create a place where they can come and visit. I want to build a pavilion where we can do things like fig tastings and honey tastings, and invite the community in. A community is really big for us. We've met some really amazing people. We have a friend that we talk to frequently from the country of Cyprus, and she actually sent us some seeds. And so we love connecting with people. That's kind of what we're about. Sarah's more of an introvert. I'm more of an extrovert. Between the two of us, it's kind of a fun thing that we got going on here. I mentioned the community. One of the things that we're also working with is working with our own government. We're working with the USDA and the NRCS, which some people might think that's a little crazy, but we're working at the way I look at it is I'm getting some of my tax dollars back, and they're funding some of the big projects that we have underway. So there's some big, exciting news I haven't shared on our channel or on our show about that yet. So some really interesting stuff there. Our primary focus is on gardening, organic gardening, sustainable practices, and building community. As I mentioned, we're all about community. You often hear about self-sustaining or self taking care of yourself. you can only go so far with that. And if you have a community around you that you can sow into, you're going to go a lot further. So we put a lot of emphasis on that. That's really the big gist of it. And we hope that people will come along and join us. And we love to share. We love to invite people, if they're local or passing through, to come by. And we love chatting. We'll go out through the garden. We'll give garden tours. And whatever's out there, we often do tasting to see what's there.
So I'm gonna throw in some of my garden experience and ask you a question.
Sure.
So I had the brilliant ideas starting a garden in the fall of last year, and it was before I found your show. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And it's been very expensive. It has been semi successful, and it is the world's most expensive salad that has not gotten me full. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So let's give the audience something really basic of what they should do besides watching your show before they decide to start their own garden, because the information that I got by just watching a few of your shows would have not only saved me some money but time, and I would have probably almost guaranteed I would have had a more bountiful, let's call it, harvest of what I put in my backyard.
Yeah.
So give me something basic besides watching the show that people should do before they do what I did, which I went in the wrong order.
Two things. One, fall is probably one of the hardest seasons to start gardening.
See, there's my first mistake. Okay.
But
See, the value of having the show, guys. The value of having the information is right there at your fingertips. Go ahead.
If I were to say one other thing, is really start with your basics. Start from the foundation. If you have weeds or grass where you want to put a garden, deal with them first, so you don't have to deal with them forever afterwards. So start with your soil. If you have weeds, get rid of those. And if you need to amend your soil, that's where you start. And before you even plant the first seed. And then once your soil is set, you're good to go. And you can grow a whole lot of stuff a whole lot easier than having to fight the weeds.
That's good to know. I won't send you my pictures of before and during and after, because all I'm thankful for is that I found you now with a resource that I could watch. And you're on the OBBM network. So give your website or your contact information, the call to action, and then I have a couple more things to throw at you.
Yes, for sure. We are twodoves.com. You can find us all over social media under Two Doves, Two Doves Bees, or Two Doves Bees and Gardens. You can contact us directly on those, any of that media. My direct email, I don't mind giving it out, is john@twodoves.com. And we're out there. I answer everything, and me, myself.
Right. And then there's also a store, everybody. He's got a great store that has some suggestions for the gardening tools. And in the episodes, they do have those links too. So I encourage you to check that out. I did watch a recent episode where there was a hummingbird feeder. And the one that I have is it's so old it fell apart. So I'm glad that I found a resource now, and it was very affordable. So that's the other thing. John and his wife, they do have some great resources that are affordable for your garden and your backyard. So I encourage you to go check that out. So John, before we go, couple more things, because I want the audience to remember you. I mean, it's hard to forget a guy that does the gardening and loves the bees, but give me 3 words to describe you and your show.
Oh, that's easy. Family, organic gardening, and community.
See, it's like the heart of America right here on the OBBM network, people. So one other thing. So let's leave the audience with something that reflects the 2.0 version of you and your show. So you've got a quote, a phrase, or perhaps a Bible verse for the audience.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that I want to put out there is 3 things. The 3 things that really kind of reflect where we are in this 2.0 version of Two Doves is feed the soil, feed your family, and feed your community.
Well said. So I encourage everybody, go ahead and tune in to his show, Two Doves, Bees and Gardens. That's John Wright. You won't be disappointed. It's on the OBBM network. Don't start your garden or grow your garden without the expertise of John.
We'll look forward to seeing you.
My biggest preoccupation was the chronic disease epidemic. We are now the sickest country in the world. We announced this week, CDC announced, that 76.4% of Americans are suffering a chronic disease. And my uncle was president, it was 11%. In 1950, it was 3%. And we're the sickest country in the world. We have the highest chronic disease burden of any country in the world. And yet we spend more on healthcare than any country in the world. We spend 2 to 3 times what European nations spend. We spend nearly as much in our country for healthcare as all the other nations in the world combined. And yet we have the worst health outcomes. We've lost 6 years in lifespan and longevity to Europe in the past 20 years. Our kids, our girls are hitting puberty 6 years earlier than historically. Our young men have sperm counts that are half of what they ought to be. They have testosterone levels that are half of what they ought to be. We have diabetes that is now endemic, not just epidemic, it's everywhere. 38% of teens are now diabetic or pre-diabetic. When I was a kid, it was 0. And the autism rates, which the president is particularly concerned with, have dropped from less than 1 in 10,000 in 1970 to 1 in every 31 kids today. So this is a national security issue. 8 out of 10 of our children, of our young men, cannot qualify for military service. So it's national security, it's our economy, it's wrecking. This is an existential crisis for our country.
But once I just flooded myself with this plant-based nutrition so the body could heal itself, all of a sudden everything started to go back to normal. The sleep was better. The hot flashes, they're gone. Okay, I can say that they are gone. But I haven't worn this shirt since 2023. I couldn't fit into it.
Well, they say that's the test, how your clothes fit.
Yeah, well, because I'm gaining muscle. Okay, so I'm okay with the scale not being where it needs to be. But here's the thing too, you've got my bowels. They're like, I'm like a champ. Okay, I'm getting that stuff out. Because you have to get the bad stuff out. My mom died of colon cancer, so I get it. Okay, when that stuff don't come out, it doesn't work out well for you. Inflammation, it's like 2 different people. Okay, 2 different people, and I can see it in my joints. I can see it in my foot. I can see it in my face. But I'm going to show you the picture real quick. Look at the difference. There's no AI and no Photoshop, no touch-up, no nothing. Same person. This is not from exercise, everybody. This is from nutrition. This is from supplements and skincare.
Wow.
And I have done every diet on the planet. Okay, so there isn't one I haven't tried. I've never had results like this. I've lost weight because a lot of the diets, I'm starving myself, right? This, for the first time, I've actually done supplements for nutrition. I've flooded my body with plant-based nutrition. All the issues are gone. And now that my body's in balance, it's about cleanse, balancing, and building, right? That's the magic formula. So it can do what it's supposed to do. To purchase products or get more information, go to savemyfreedom.us. Click Get Healthy. You can also book a call. Click Get Healthy or book a call. Got questions? And I'll even guide you through which products you need. Text me 601-301-3503. 601-301-3503. We're your people, right? Because we're here to help people make money and get healthy. Because look, what does this say? What does it say? What does that say, Mike? Read that.
You can have everything in life that you want if you will just help enough other people get what they want. How about that?
How about that? How about that? It's pretty much a brilliant statement by the great Zig Ziglar. And it's just a matter of, what do you guys want to do? Do you want to keep living the life that you're living? Or do you want to make a change, which requires 30 minutes a day, following some instructions, or and make some money and get healthy. That's it. And have people there supporting you, showing you, guiding you, helping you. So you're not doing it by yourself. I did all that election stuff. I mean, Leo helped, but I did it all by myself. And I said, I don't want to do this stuff by myself anymore. I don't like doing things and starting from scratch and having to create it. If I'm going to do anything, I need a team. I want a group. I want people to support. I want a mentor. I want somebody to ask questions to. I don't want to have to spend hours trying to figure out. It's all done. We figured it all out. It's already finished. You just got to follow the instructions. If you're coachable, it's a way, because otherwise at the end of the day, this is us. We're just a bunch of low-hanging fruit that is so low to the ground that it's literally rotting. The opportunity of a lifetime. Don't let the opportunity of your lifetime be like the low-hanging, rotting fruit on the ground in 140-degree heat here in Maricopa County, Arizona. Don't let that be you.
Yeah.
Because 30 days is going to go by real quick. You're not getting any healthier, and you're not getting any more money in the bank account. And you don't want to live like that.
It's all about
live like that. You don't have to live like that. It's
all about an ecosystem, which is very powerful.
But we did it. We put the ecosystem together. We put it together for the people. The business model of the people is now active. Okay? It's through the Save My Freedom movement. 2 complete digital platforms to build residual income, to get yourself healthy, to make more money, help other people, transform your life, get your time freedom back, get your health freedom back, get your financial freedom back, and a complete support staff and coaches and mentors who are making a hell of a lot of money, who have been doing this for a lot of years, and they know what they're doing, right? It's just, and you don't even have to do the work. They're working for you. All you got to do is invite somebody to a webinar or invite someone to call me, and we'll do all the rest. That's all you got to do. I don't do anything unless I've done it myself. I don't do anything half-assed. You guys should know that by now. I don't align myself with other people that aren't more successful than myself, because I need to learn from them. I don't know the stuff, right? I'm not there to reinvent the wheel. I'm just there to help make it spin faster, so everybody can be at the same pace. And let's do this. I'm telling you, this is amazing. It's the solutions, guys. It's the solutions. It's the easiest thing you can do in your life, and it will change everything. Look,
I will just say
there's the sign.
Taking the country back, as you hold up the sign, taking the country back starts with taking our lives back, and it's not just about taking back our votes. It's about taking back our health and taking about our financial freedom as well. So I commend you guys.
So yeah, go to savemyfreedom.us, savemyfreedom.us. You subscribe to the Substack.